what's up, guys? It's the Mago301 here with another episode of Death Battle. We are back with the Halloween episode of Blade versus Buffy. It's Vampire versus Vampire Slayer. Let's fucking go. Yes, I know they're both Vampire Slayers. Shut up. Anyways, as always, I'm joined by a great cast of friends today. We got Minato.
Hello, Internet. Welcome to Death Battle.
That would make a lot more sense if I actually bothered recording like the 5 minutes leading up to this recording. We got Mr. Zombie Warlord.
I'm here so I won't get fined.
yeah, I would find him. And we got Wilding.
Oh my god, I tried doing a thingy, bro. It didn't work.
I'm keeping that awkward silence in.
Voice changer, bro. It didn't work. What's good? It's me, Welding.
Oh, man. So, Blade versus Buffy. What are you guys' thoughts?
Blade.
I know nothing about either character, but Blade looks cool as fuck, so I'm rooting for him.
What's funny is I was on the fence about who I was going for, and Zombie was leaning towards Buffy. And then we watched Marvel Zombies.
Yeah, so, like, you know, Sarah Michelle Gellar, great actor, and from COD Zombies, Call the Dead. So I'm like, I'll be Team Buffy. And like you just said, we watched Marvel Zombies, and yeah, I'm Team Blade now, so.
He had the sauce.
Well, I mean, Buffy just sounds like a stupid name. She looks stupid, too. I mean, look at her. She looks stupid as shit.
You're stupid.
The name's bad, too. We're gonna have to go with Blade here. Name's literally Blade. He looks cool, too.
Yep.
See, you're making me want to be on Team Buffy just to go against you.
I mean, like, sit here and say, like, no. Pretend your name is Buffy, right? You're a superhero, whatever the fuck you are. And
A Vampire Slayer? Buffy the Vampire Slayer? Come on now.
Yeah, what? I'm the strongest in my crew. Strongest in my nation is I, Buffy. No, bro. No, that's not all the time.
There is one certain thing for Buffy specifically I am looking forward to you two finding out about it. And Minato probably knows what I'm referring to.
I know what he's referring to.
And I'm hoping to God they bring it up.
Ooh, what are you talking about?
You'll find out. You'll find out. If you know, you know.
I was there in the community when everyone was talking about it. I know what you're talking about.
I remember sending it to you and in DMs, Minato, and you were just like, "What?"
I can't remember if you were the first person to tell me about that or not.
I think I was, just based off your reaction.
At the very least, I think you were the first person to show me, like, the actual scans for it.
Fair enough. Oh. But yes, gentlemen, we are all gathered here for a death battle, and this is going to be the third ever live-action death battle. So, oh man.
You know what would be a cool live-action episode?
What?
Mandalorian versus Courier 6 from Fallout. I think that would be a cool as fuck live action fight.
As if you haven't chilled out that episode so much before yet. Bro's talking about it like it's the first time.
When was the first YouTube video released again? 2008?
2005. Also, why are you asking this?
I just realized YouTube's been around for 21 years, bro.
That is crazy to think about.
Go to a bar and drink and
YouTube can buy its own beer.
Also, it's not 20. It's 20 years. I think it's like April 13th or something. It came out.
YouTube is old enough to buy beer with a fake ID.
All right. Well, 10 seconds. So far, as far as I can tell, we're all on Team Blade, but that could change.
Not good. It might be stupid. Looks like she likes.
I'm definitely rooting, like leaning towards Blade. I think he might win.
Blade versus Buffy.
The Daywalker versus the Vampire Slayer.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
It already looks so good just from the
They're
shots.
known by many names. Revenant, Vortalok, Nosferatu.
Vampires. When the moon is out and the night is young, these undead demons are out for blood.
Fitting then that the greatest foe of those who stalk the night is the one who can walk the day, Blade.
Is that really his costume?
Hang on.
Now there's a man who doesn't file his taxes. Blade is one of the coolest superheroes ever, and basically kickstarted the comic book movie craze.
And yet, he is
This
also
guy
seemingly
had
the only one who knows or cares that in the world of Marvel, vampires exist. Seriously, nobody talks about this.
Blade doesn't need any.
That is a very fair point,
He'll just
honestly.
moor a farm by himself.
Even Blade's birth was
Most
hard
of them
work.
got
Just as the
other
young Eric
supervillains
Brooks'
to worry
mother was
about.
in labor,
Professional jazz
Doctor
trumpet
turned
and
out
white.
to be the vampire Deacon Frost.
And he
Make
drank
that
her
new
blood
movie,
right
Marvel.
before
Yep.
she gave birth.
This infused Eric with Frost's vampiric blood, turning him half human, half vampire. A Dampier.
Giving him a ton of vampy powers, but none of their weaknesses like garlic, holy water, or sunlight.
Eric would hone these abilities under
Okay.
the tutelage of vampire
Noted.
hunter Jamal Afari.
so that's why he's a
sharpening him
daywalker.
into a blade that would rape the vampire plague for good.
Blade is strong and fast enough to toss around 1,000-pound demons and cut bullets out of the air. He can keep up with Wolverine, who can deflect
like an
Cyclops'
Aaron
light
Yeager
speed
type
optic
thing where he's
blasts.
a type
And his
that he hates all
Kevlar
types.
DuPont armor helped him take the top of Count Von Stott's castle exploding.
He can heal small wounds immediately and sniff out the supernatural with his hypersenses. Also, his fangs can drain his victims of magical energies.
After studying the
Fascinating.
ways of Hong Kong Kung Fu movies, Blade became a master martial artist. Ah yes, the Rufus from Street Fighter School of Kung Fu.
While the only martial art he's been stated to know is Krav
Hey, give me-
Maga, we know he's mastered more. So, for the full scope of his martial arts ability,
He's got a
we'll
berserk
examine
mode.
the Blade movies as performed by Wesley
Interesting.
Snipes.
By looking at Snipes' training and choreography, we know Blade
There's only
uses
one
Kung
Blade.
Fu, capoeira, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Eskrima, kickboxing, Shotokan karate, and Hapkido. Add on Blade's knack for stealthy takedowns, and I guess you could call
Was
him
that John
Marvel's
Candy?
Batman.
Blade's training progressed smoothly until Afari was attacked and had his blood drained by Dracula. Seriously, Avengers, Dracula is real. Why aren't you doing anything about this? He's right there!
Forced to murk his surrogate dad, Blade would have to wage his war alone.
Nursing a wound within him that would never heal. A hole that could never be filled.
Not with that attitude. Blade
Motorcycle.
took a page out of the Book of Boomstick and tried filling that hole with every kind of
Boy
weapon
thing.
imaginable. He's got so many.
I was about to ask
there
what the
is a
fuck that was,
perfect
and I just realized,
Handguns,
oh
assault rifles,
shit!
and
Does he
explosives
is he
make up
able
the
to
brunt
just
of his
summon a
firepower.
miniature man
And he
thing or
enjoys getting
something?
up close and personal with his dual
Man
acid-etched
thing?
titanium katanas.
Speaking of glorious Nippon
Oh.
steel, he's got a sword made out of adamantium.
Specifically, secondary adamantium, a variant of the metal that is mass producible.
It might not be quite as strong as Cap's shield, but it can cut right through heavy hitters like Ultron and the Hulk.
Naturally, Blade has
Okay.
even more swords. His Atlantean ones can slice through magical enchantments.
His name is
The
Blade.
Third sword can
Fair
harm
enough.
intangible
I would
demons,
expect that.
And the
I
Justiciar
did.
can slay
I'm sorry.
fallen
Did you just say
angels.
intangible
Yeah, he's
demons?
got some weird stuff he can pull out of his ass, like a hellfire
I think he
shotgun that
did.
burns your soul, or hypodermic needles filled with vampire blood. Seems kind of dumb to turn people into vampires, but it does make them more vulnerable to Blade's arsenal.
All that pales in comparison to the arch weapon of hell in Blade's possession, the breathing gun. It is a living firearm that hisses in the presence of demonic forces. Its sentient bullets chase its victims down. The wounds they cause cannot be healed. And if they get lodged in your body, they'll slowly devour you from the inside out. They can even hurt Hell Lords and even greater threats like the Cosmic Ghost Rider.
Blade
Oh.
took everything he had and fought his
Okay,
one-man
yeah,
war
like-
for almost 100 years.
He's battled hordes of
definitely a
vampires
win
while
con for him.
skydiving, infiltrated the Pentagon, and even took on Spider-Man like Miles Morales, who could absorb the energy of a bomb that could destroy Harlem. Blades even bested the spirit of vengeance, Zarathos.
And while
What?
he occasionally
I'm sorry, you just can't casually drop Zarathos.
I probably would too if they
Zarathos?
only cared about me when I was helping them and not ridding the world of,
Are you
know,
sure this guy isn't the
vampires.
Herald?
That, and Blade is scared of what he might do if he loses control, because he does have one classic vampire weakness: a thirst for blood. Blah.
Even more so,
It could be a
after he
Rocket
had
Raccoon
daughter,
situation
Brielle,
where he just has
whom he
Herald
avoided
tier
for
weapons
fear
or
of
something, if I
endangerment.
remember
If
correctly.
Fair
his
enough.
bloodlust does overwhelm him, he will enter a berserker rage, skyrocketing his strength at the cost of his sanity.
Though it does make him even better at killing vamps. He's made a cottage industry out of whooping Dracula's ass.
Dracula is unsurprisingly powerful, capable of summoning a thunderstorm that covered all of Boston with a wave of his hand.
Drac apparently didn't hold a grudge though, since he eventually made Blade the sheriff of Vampirsk, a vampire nation in the ruins of Chernobyl.
Amazingly, Dracula has even given Blade some of his own blood, which allows him to shapeshift into multiple forms, like a wolf, a horde of bats, or a cloud of mist.
So he can force
Ooh.
his way inside
Oh,
your
I wonder if
body
that's gonna
and
be in the
blow
fight.
you up from the inside out,
Jesus.
Ant-Man style.
What is with you with the Ant-Man? Blade's hatred of vampires is only matched by his hatred of himself. However, when Brielle showed signs of vampiric powers, Blade finally found a reason to reconnect with his daughter, training her the same way Afari trained him a century prior.
Even after Blade was possessed by the first vampire ever and tried to take over the planet, Brielle put her dad's teachings to the test, saving both him and the world.
And proving that Blade's lonely war need not be so lonely anymore. With his daughter at his side, and also this plant creature pet called Boy Thing, let Marvel's vampires beware. For should they
Oh.
indulge their unnatural urges, they will be sure to meet their end at the tip of his blade.
Oh, okay, that went hard. That went
That
hard.
was cool.
Today's battle
Okay,
is
okay,
sponsored
okay.
by
So,
Prize Picks.
what are all our thoughts? Okay, so
Especially when you're
Like-
This guy looks cool. I
Yeah.
gotta
But
watch
on Prize
his
Picks,
movie
be
at
right
some
and be
point.
paid. Don't miss the excitement of football
Yeah.
season on Prize Picks. Where
To
be right.
A lot, a lot was taken in.
Yeah.
The only thing is that gun though.
easy to play.
Is it like for everyone or literally just demons and whatnot?
I think
Because like,
everyone.
Get your picks right, you can
that could be
I
like
mean,
a
he
sort
still
of like
has
oh,
syringes
no.
with vampiric
Yeah.
blood.
Not to
if
mention
it
you can
doesn't
just
work on
turn in a
humans.
mist, go inside Buffy, and explode her.
Well, let's see. Buffy probably has something.
He got light speed reactions, a citywide AP.
I think it really just comes down to this could be a case where it comes down to speed, assuming the buffs are actually got her stronger or whatever. But I feel like there's a
We'll see what
really
Buffy's
strong
buffs
case
are.
for Blade.
I don't understand. Is he has a living weapon that detects demonic forces, but he's also a demonic force, so wouldn't it just be always on detecting him?
Too many questions, Wilding.
In every generation, there is a chosen one. She alone will stand against the vampires, the demons, and the forces of darkness. She is the Slayer.
For thousands of years, a new Slayer would be granted
Rip and
incredible
tear!
powers, who was destined to die young in battle against evil, passing their powers on to the next Slayer, and the next, and so on. That is, until the newest Slayer would change everything. Buffy Ann Summers.
Not exactly the first girl you'd think is the savior of humanity. Buffy's only goals in life were, in her own words, graduate from high school.
She
go
likes
to
pineapple
Europe,
pizza, she
marry
needs to
Christian
die.
Slater, and die.
But that would all
She
change
needs to
when
be
the Watcher Merrick appeared and revealed her destiny.
Like, total bummer.
Merrick trained Buffy in
Death
the arts
count,
of
at least
vampire
2.
slaying, and she became so efficient that she burned down her school. Whoops.
Forcing her and her mom to move to Sunnydale, California to start a new life, far away from any more bloodsuckers and bad makeup.
Unfortunately, small problem, Sunnydale just so happened to be right on top of a hellmouth, where the boundary between Earth and Hell is permeable.
Yeah, that sounds like the Valley, alright. Along with
Yeah.
new Watcher Giles,
Yeah, that sounds about
Wallflower
accurate.
Willow, part-time bad boy, part-time sad boy Angel, magical retcon sister Dawn, and Xander. Buffy and her Scooby gang would battle.
There's a lot of lore I do not know. I do not
And we
getting
mean
here.
Truly never ending. Sure, there's the TV show, but Buffy has also been slaying vampires across video games, comics, and 100.
Did you know that one of the actors in I'm pretty sure played Dragon Ball character at one point?
But we're just crazy enough to
I think his name's
speed read
James
'em all.
Marsden.
Buffy carries a variety of
He plays
anti-vampire weapons. There's what it takes, of
Zamasu.
course,
I mean
but
Zamasu.
dipped in
I forget how you
poison
pronounce his
venom that can
name.
turn you to stone.
The genocidal
She's
god. God.
experienced with axes, swords, quarterstaffs, holy water, just about anything.
You said it. When she fought an ancient
So
demon
half of that's
unable to be
just not
killed
gonna
by
work
any
on
weapon
Blade.
forged in his time,
The
Buffy
razor
introduced
blade?
his
Holy
stupid ass to
water,
the
hellfire
20th
launcher?
century.
She's also a master of Aikido, Judo, Jiu-Jitsu, boxing, kickboxing, wrestling, karate, kung fu, wushu, tai chi, kendo, capoeira, and taekwondo.
Buffy apparently thinks Hong Kong's kung fu movie masters could learn a thing or two.
No kidding. Thanks to her Slayer senses, her reflexes are fine-tuned enough to dodge close-range Gatling gun fire, lightning bolts from the sky, and even beams of light. She's kept up with another Slayer.
Okay,
Okay,
so
she's also got
there
lightning
you
speed.
go.
Point-blank range.
Buffy's strong enough to bend rebar, punch this 4.5-ton bat monster into the air, and smash hard enough to
400
tear
ton?
apart a building.
And despite her lack of armor, she can survive massive explosions, like the one that destroyed Cephrylian's lair that's bigger on the inside.
She can even fight blindfolded.
That
but if
might
she
have
is
been bigger
injured,
than Blade's,
she heals
actually.
fast enough to be totally fine by the next episode.
One time, Angel sucked out almost all of the blood from her
Oh.
body, and she survived. Doubly impressive since Angel's blood draining also drains magical energy.
Yeah, Buffy's own magic
Okay.
makes her
Oh.
weirdly resilient to esoteric attacks.
Interesting.
Like when she expelled this misty shadow demon trying to possess her body, or when she resisted her soul
Okay, but Blade
being
isn't
ripped
possession,
apart
he
and
just
scattered
goes in,
across time.
so-
Or that time she jumped into a
Yeah.
vat of boiling liquid so hot it could reduce people to skeletons, and she was just fine.
She might not show physical scars, but she sure has emotional ones. Being the Slayer put a huge burden on Buffy's life.
Unable to live normally, she felt isolated, forced to internalize the trauma she faced on a daily basis. Sure, she had friends, but they couldn't understand her unique struggle.
Like when Angel turned evil after he took her virginity and tried to destroy the world. That must be one of those metaphors.
Sometimes the worst enemies are the ones you can't fight and who don't fight back.
Made even worse by her having all the memories of the other Slayers bouncing around in her head, dating back to the Stone Age.
Buffy has dreamt
Okay,
of
so that's
every battle
experience
a Slayer
advantage.
has ever fought, and can call upon those skills in a fight, even subconsciously.
But this includes the memories of their deaths. Countless women violently dying young, a reminder of her inevitable fate.
A fate that came to pass when she fought the Hell God Glory. After leaping into Glory's reality-ending interdimensional hole,
A glory hole, if you will.
Buffy sacrificed herself to save the universe, dying a hero's death.
It appears my glory hole joke was poorly timed.
Finally freed of her unfair earthly responsibilities, Buffy's soul ascended to heaven in perfect bliss.
Until
Until her
Yep.
friends brought her back to life in the agony of existence. This absolutely crushed Buffy and, ironically, annihilated her will to live.
Oh, that's rough, Buffy. But with the show renewed for more seasons, she
That's
had to
rough,
nut up and
Buffy.
continue her endless crusade against all things Spirit Halloween.
Buffy's battled for 48 hours straight, defeated vampires immune to traditional vampiric weaknesses, and destroyed the Sword of
Okay.
Sodom,
Micro
which caused a great
millisecond.
Hanshin earthquake.
And of
Dracula
course,
as
both
well,
Buffy and her
okay.
friends have defeated countless immensely
Well, I
powerful
mean,
demons.
the
Like the
Goofy
Queller Demon, which
motherfucker.
arrived as a meteor and caused the
Econ's
Tunguska
vampires.
explosion, which destroyed
Blade's
over
a
2,000
vampire.
square
Blade
kilometers of
hunts
forest.
vampires.
Or the
He's
Sorrow
not a
Demon, which
vampire.
caused a storm that
So-
blanketed Los Angeles.
She's also a match for Angel, who survived a blast that could rupture
One
a continental
specializes
shelf,
in killing
and
the
took
other,
hits
the other
from
one is
Whistler, whose magic contained a bomb that could vaporize London.
She even faced off against the
Okay.
first evil, literally the embodiment of all evil that predates reality itself.
Forced into battles against stronger and stronger baddies, Buffy clearly needed something to even the odds. The, Slayer safe!
It's actually a Bardiche.
Yeah, whatever. I'm just gonna say it. This thing is bullshit.
Containing the essence of Buffy's Slayer powers and created to defeat ancient demons, the scythe can deflect magical projectiles and slice through just about anything. Ghosts, magic, even space itself, destabilizing reality in the process.
Even Silas, the
Yeah.
devourer of
She's gonna
worlds,
cut that
kinda
bullet
like
that
Galactus, but
the Blade
instead of
has, like,
jumping on
gun,
planets,
the breathing
he eats
gun.
the multiverse.
They cut that bullet in
And
half.
There goes his head.
The scythe is easily the most powerful tool in her arsenal. In effect, attaining it completed Buffy, as though it were a piece of her she
I'm
never
pretty
knew
sure
was
it's,
missing. With the
Blade's
scythe,
been able to
Buffy
harm
was
reality
finally
warpers,
whole.
though,
Yeah.
with
Being
that
the Slayer
gun,
was no
though.
longer a burden, but a
Or at least
purpose.
cosmic
And by
threat.
sharing
So
her Slayer powers with thousands of girls around the world, they all teamed up and kicked the first evil's ass.
Suddenly, the always isolated Buffy had thousands of shoulders to lean on, a sisterhood of Slayers.
And thousands more reasons for any wannabe demon conqueror to stay away from Earth. Because unless you want to get your blood all over her stylish yet affordable boots, you'll steer clear of Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
So I was not familiar with
As you
Buffy's
know,
game.
it's Skeletober.
You mean
this is
is-
gonna
this
look
could be
closer
close.
than I thought.
Yeah.
This is gonna be close.
Yeah,
I'm
we
kind
thought
of
the
leaning
baby
more
shit
towards Blade,
got to
though.
do that.
Time ever, we've got Skeletober merch on the Death
And then I was gonna
Battle
jump
store.
ship.
Wait, isn't that just skeleton?
No, I'm going down with the ship.
You know what?
I think I might.
Everything.
We don't want any competition. We're all just gonna be on Blade. Don't want to like.
I
even
I don't know if that scythe is going to be enough to get past a breathing gun if it's been able to harm a fucking Ghost Rider.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, like, Cosmic Ghost Rider, Zarathos, being able to hurt the Hulk.
You know what? I think for the sake of
Guns are set, and
this
we've run the
competition,
data
I will.
I'll
I'm
go
gonna
down
go.
with the
I'm
It's time for
gonna go. I'll go Buffy. Just so.
I
we're all
actually
on the
do
same
think-
team.
I don't know.
I'm gonna go Buffy.
You just want to be different so bad.
I'll go Blade. I'll go Blade.
I'm nothing like y'all.
But I do think Buffy actually
Really blows
might
my
win.
face.
But I'll
We'll
stick with
see.
Blade.
I can
I'll
see
go
Buffy
Blade.
winning, but I'm leaning towards Blade.
Alright, well, let's see this.
Oh damn, this lighting's pretty good.
Yeah.
With the context, Buffy's trying to hunt Blade, I guess. Blade the vampire.
Are they gonna like stop mid-fight to like actually kill vampires around them? That'd be so awesome. Oh!
Long
I hope it's like
before
Leon
we
versus
were
Frank, where
Yeah.
they're killing vampires while trying to kill each other.
But now, starved, hunted, forgotten. You have waited long enough. Tonight, we remember who we were. Tonight, we take back what was always ours. Tonight,
I like how his eyes just went wild, like, oh fuck, that's Blade.
we feast.
Daywalker.
And she that's just the start.
Oh!
Party's over.
Slightly angry.
Or it's just getting started.
Oh damn, that effect was actually pretty good.
2000s, like, fantastic.
Oh!
Damn!
That's just pretty uncomfortable.
Woohoo!
Damn!
Fuck no, I broke him in half, JR!
Bro just accepted it.
Yeah. Damn, they all were vampires?
Oh, well.
Oh.
So that's how the fight begins.
Damn, wait, he's getting the breathing gun out already?
Wait!
It all starts with a misunderstanding.
Yep.
Dude's just a kid!
Not anymore.
Here we go.
Here we go!
Oh yeah, you can walk it. Oh yeah, he's walking down. I think your sword stolen.
This is so cool.
You out your damn mind?
This is so cool.
Not on the toilet.
On Blade.
Okay, we haven't. No, it's not going to start yet. We haven't even seen like the fucking. Ooh, ew.
Damn.
Alright, get infected.
Amateur hour.
Cause I was some motherfucker trying to ice skate uphill.
Calling now, the
I
video's
feel
going
like
to end
there's
with him
gonna-
putting his shades back on.
Or
There's
stepping on the
something
shade.
involving the
Either one.
sunglasses.
Oh.
Damn.
Okay, ultimate weapon times.
Yeah.
Yep. Here goes the breathing gun.
Oh wait,
Oh!
homing bullet.
And that's the
He's
adamantium
not
sword.
for the kill yet.
Like two unstoppable objects.
That's what was able to harm Zarathos and the Hulk, so.
Bring it on.
Ooh!
Damn.
Come on, Blade!
Yes.
Nah,
Our glorious
this is what they do. There might be a turnaround incoming.
It could be a fake out.
Yeah. We haven't even seen
Hold my
his
breath
berserk.
until I'm waiting until the bell.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh, what the heck? Glowing.
Blade. Blade.
Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh!
Oh shit!
Yeah, that's
That's a light
GG's.
scratch.
That's his
Yeah,
head.
No, that's just the sword. Not that's
No.
not his head.
Yeah.
You were
oh!
saying?
Either, no,
Yeah!
that's-
Oh!
Yeah, I thought that might happen.
Buffy, they were getting 5 big boobs!
Like you got.
She even puts on his sunglasses.
Let's go!
Yeah, I'd say that was the best. That was the best live action fight, and it's not even close.
I figured with Blade's many years of comic book history, he'd have the edge.
Believe it or not, Buffy is actually in more comics than Blade.
Really? Man, Blade can't catch a break.
Let's break this down into 4 categories. First up, stats. Buffy's lifted much heavier things and survived more significant explosions.
Like, sure, Blade's strong and all, but he isn't literally fucking buildings apart like Buffy.
Scaling to the monsters they fought, compare Dracula creating a storm that covered Boston to the Sorrow Demon creating a storm that covered Los Angeles, a city over 5 times larger. You might be able to compare Blade to Spider-Man like Miles, who absorbed a bomb that could blow up Harlem, but that's significantly weaker than Whistler containing a blast that could wipe out London. They could both dodge light beams, but that doesn't keep Buffy from taking the overall edge in stats.
Blade's used to being the odd man out though, so his versatility is just as important.
With Blade's numerous powers and massive arsenal, he certainly could have overwhelmed the more straightforward Buffy.
Machine guns and magic swords are generally gonna beat out crossbows and morning stars. Not to mention, he actually wears armor.
Also, Blade's faster healing factor and immunity to traditional vampire weaknesses kept Buffy on the back foot for a time. Blade wins versatility.
But when it comes to skill, Buffy's got plenty of experience fighting armed opponents barehanded.
Both of them were masters of a similar number of martial arts.
And Blade has been kicking vampire ass for a century, way longer than Buffy's even been alive.
While Blade may have more personal experience, Buffy's ability to draw on Slayer battles dating back to the Stone Age, at least 40 times older than Blade, gives her the superior skill. Even then, they both had weapons and abilities so powerful they could end the fight instantly, regardless of all else.
They're trump cards. Fortunately for Buffy, she actually countered almost all of what Blade could throw at her.
Withstanding Blade draining her energy with his bite?
Yeah.
Check.
Resisting the Hellfire shotgun destroying her soul? Check.
Preventing Blade turning to mist and exploding her from the inside out? Check.
Meanwhile, Blade had no way to survive, say, Buffy's Gorgon venom turning him to stone.
And even with the deadly and just plain gross breathing gun, Blade did not have anything as potent as the Slayer sight. It could easily deflect the breathing gun's bullets back at him, or use its space-cutting ability to slice through his unbreakable adamantium sword.
Don't believe us? Even Wolverine's adamantium skeleton was cut in half when a portal closed on top of him. That's the same kind of thing.
And Wolverine's adamantium skeleton is a much tougher version of the same metal.
Oh, and since the Scythe could kill Silas, a multiverse-devouring god, I think it could take down Blade with a big enough swing.
Giving Buffy the final advantage
fair
over
enough,
the Daywalker.
fair enough.
Really thought Blade had a
Yeah,
chance, but Buffy sure put a damn fear on things.
I have
The
to admit
winner
I was
is
wrong.
Buffy
I saw
familiar
that and
with
I
your
thought
game.
Buffy would win, but I just
Wait,
want it back late. Next time.
Calling it right now. Either Aang versus Traveler or Cell versus Metal Sonic.
Something with Luke Skywalker. It's been too long.
It's been long enough for Ash Ketchum versus Yugi, and of course 99% of Luzan guesses stop guessing Luzan right before it's Luzan.
I'm pretty sure next up is Devil Artemis' last fight for the year, so I'm guessing either Aang versus Traveler or...
If it's Devil Artemis' last episode for the year, it's 100% Aang versus Traveler.
We got Wildling.
D-Bag versus Tamer.
Ooh. Okay.
You know, if they scale Prime Tamer correctly, that could be a wash.
Prime
Yeah.
Greek God Tamer versus. Actually, I can't. You're making a YouTube video, bro. I can't say what I was saying.
All right. Well, let's see.
Come on, Death Battle.
Huh?
Is that Dante?
Dante? Wait.
Subscribe and join as a member to see
versus-
more
oh.
Death Battle.
Who the fuck is Clive?
Okay.
Who the fuck is this guy, bro? Hell no.
I mean, I didn't expect
I've heard-
them to be
I've heard of
bringing
Dante.
Dante back. I
Why
mean, I
not?
honestly would have expected a Virgil run back
Fucking smartass, bro.
or Nero.
Yeah, I
I don't know
was-
anything about Clive, so I have
wasn't
no idea.
expecting the Dante.
Yeah.
All I'm gonna say is I hope to God Dante wins. He's one of my favorite characters ever.
And also, Blade didn't even die. That was Kakashi. That was a log.
Dude, what's your streak now? Has he gotten any of them right?
That was a
Did he
lot.
get, did he get Ruby
still
Rose and
got-
Maka right?
He did get
never
Ruby Rose
got
and Maka
Star Wars
right, so
Okay. What's his record these last couple of ones? It's like what, 1 in like 6 or something? And I'm just keeping my win streak going.
No, I won on that Aizen and Madara one, bro. I
No, you
refused
didn't.
That one.
You
Yes,
did
I
it.
did.
You did not win that
Which-
one, dude.
Which actually, hold up, that reminds me.
Quit bullshitting.
Zombie. Has Wadding paid you those $5 yet?
Nope. He still hasn't.
Heck yeah.
No. Well, I actually put my house and $500,000 on that. That's what I did say.
You still owe me
It's
$5.
absolutely blasphemous, the outcome. They have no idea what they're speaking of.
Dude, I cashed it. Someone told me to bring me my money. I got Buffy correct. I was coming into this like, yeah, I was Buffy originally. Then after Marvel Zombies, like, oh, I gotta root for Blade. He's so cool. But then hearing all that, it's like, no, it's got to be Buffy again.
Honestly, I was tempted to switch to Buffy, but like I figured, you know what? I started Blade. I'll go down with the ship.
I was going down with the ship.
I did figure Buffy was gonna win.
I went full circle. From Buffy Blade back to Buffy.
Well, I didn't, but it's all good that Kakashi came into Collection and turned into the log. So
That's okay, Wallen. We didn't expect you getting it right, so.
No, I'm still mad about that Aizen run. That's absolutely.
You know, rule of note, if rule of thumb, if Wildling's picking something, you pick the other thing because then you're most likely going to be correct. I mean, it's like an 83% chance of you being correct, so you know.
You know, I can't. You know, even with Hulk versus Godzilla, he bet on a tie.
What?
No, he did. He did. So he got it wrong.
They're both immortal.
You bet on a tie. That's funny. Has there ever been a tie in Death Battle?
Apparently, one of them was more.
I am not. There has been. I'm not going to discuss which episodes though.
Okay. That's good. That was honestly, that's probably honestly out of all the ones I've watched, that's probably the best Death Battle. Especially the fight scene. Live action. So good.
Even better than Bowser versus Eggman?
I just realized we're finally getting a Final Fantasy episode before. I mean that isn't Final Fantasy VII.
Oh shit! You're right.
I'll take my loss.
Honestly, I don't know anything about Final Fantasy 16. I haven't played it because I don't own a PS5. But I hope the episode does well. So maybe there's a higher chance of Garland versus Erstead.
I don't know who either of those characters are, but I'm just gonna nod and say, yeah, I hope so. But all right,
Final Fantasy and Live Alive.
So yeah, great episode. The live action was phenomenal.
Yeah, I really liked it.
Easily the best live action. Easily the best live action.
Probably the first first killing blow in a live action episode that actually looked like a convincing killing blow.
You know, I'm just gonna say it right now. I'm just gonna say this right now. Seeing this just makes me so much more sad that Jason versus Michael was not live action, because seeing this, they 100% could have pulled it off.
Yeah.
Yeah, they probably could have.
Yeah, that would have been nice to see, actually. Now looking at it.
You two haven't even seen that episode. Yeah, you guys do not know.
Now I kind of want to see Mandalorian versus Courier as live action even more now, since I know if they could pull this off, they could definitely do that really well.
But all right, so any closing thoughts, guys?
Again, the heroes won. The heroes won this day.
Okay. It was kind of weird where he didn't turn into a log at the end. I guess they forgot to animate that part.
Wow, like shut up.
All right, I'll take my loss, bro. I learned about who Blade was during the thing, bro. I bet on them with cooler names. Apparently,
that's literally You were. Oh yeah, you never count out Buffy. You were literally like, wow, she's got no sauce. She got no motion.
Educated this time around. So
I mean, legally, I had to root against Buffy because she likes pineapple pizza.
Oh yeah, that's another.
Legally, I was obligated to.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Yeah, you are harmless. You are harmless.
And you know what? I guess she wasn't so harmless. She was harmful because she.
Well, no,
Cook's
Blade was
Blade.
even more harmless. Let's not get things wrong.
I'm surprised they didn't go into like discussing Zarathos cosmic ghost right at the end though.
Well, you know, it's like probably because like he's powerful, but he's probably not like he's not strong enough to take the same kind of damage. Probably like he's able to, like almost kind of like a glass cannon.
Yeah, I guess, but still, if you like lined up Marvel's multiverse of threats with Buffy's multiverse of threats, I guarantee Marvel's multiverse of threats would scale higher. So like that's kind of what like the one thing that kind of bothers me, but it's whatever. I see their logic. They still had stats. Buffy had counters, so fair's fair.
Yeah.
But all right, for next time, I already said I don't know who the fuck Clive is, but do either of you two know who either of these are?
I've heard of
Clive.
Dante.
I've heard a couple matchups thrown for him. I think the most common one I heard was maybe Ragna from Blaze Blue.
I know Dante dances a little bit. That's about it.
I mean, just off rip, I would say I'm probably rooting for Dante.
Devil May Cry is one of my favorite series ever. And Dante's my favorite character, so I'm definitely ride or die for Dante.
Are you gonna say that and then switch up at the last second and say you're rooting
No,
for
I'm
Dante?
saying
and
I'm
then
rooting
bet?
for him, and you can't convince me on Clive. I'm rooting for Clive.
No, that's not what I was saying. I'm saying, you want to switch up at the last moment where you root on a character but then bet on the other?
I have no idea where Clive scales, so I'm gonna have to get back to you on that one in 4 weeks.
Okay, you know what? Fair enough. Fair play. But yeah. I don't have anything more to say.
Me neither, but I think it's
No.
about it.
I've got one more thing to say. So support Common Rider Geets in Champion Island.
Vote
if you have a
Hatsune
membership.
Miku!
What are you guys talking about?
Long story.
Let's get Common Rider on the show already.
Yeah.
Alright. But yes, phenomenal
Gotta go to the
episode.
next
Thank you
round,
all.
baby.
Thank you for interrupting my outro, Minato. Anyways, as
No
I was
problem.
saying, thank you all so much for watching.
I do my
Amazing.
best.
Just give me a quick second. Just give me a quick second. There we go. Okay. There we go.
Where did he go?
But I was never with us, Wilding. It was just
I don't know what you're talking about. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video. See ya!